Oh shit. Everybody hates Chris. I think the people on the Walking Dead show, I think the collective, because because you see a lot of actors from the show The Why, they were on here, like Tyrese, Bob. Now you're starting to see all these actors from Everybody Hates Chris. I think the dad's gonna be on the next. The mom, the little girl, she grew the fuck up. If you would have seen her, one of the, I think she played I can't remember who it was. Gabby something or other in one of these movies. She grew the fuck up. Anyway, that's off the topic. Anyway, I think they collected all of them from them shows. I wonder what show they're gonna do next. Leave in the comments what show they'll probably do next. Whether it's, I don't know, some shit from the Disney channels, whatever the fuck. Because it seems like they're getting younger and younger. Anyway, this episode, man, I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna tell you off the bat. I thought it was shit. Pure hog shit. Anyway, Beth runs into a psycho bitch. She wakes up, finds out they got her in the hospital that they kind of outfitted, for them to live in. And they've been going around catching people and bringing them back to that hospital to work as slaves. Now, anyway, Beth is like, what the fuck is going on? And I find out this lady that she's talking to who's running the joint, she's a psycho bitch. And I knew that from the beginning. Why? She says, we saved you. Now you owe us. Owe you? How? To what capacity? And what am I going to do in order to repay this debt? That's how you know this girl was a psycho. There's no other way around it. She was a psycho. So right off the bat, you're looking at this bitch like, oh shit, watch out for this lady, And Beth is just a fucking idiot, and she's one of the worst characters on The Walking Dead. Anyway, one of her lieutenants or whatever she want to call it, one of them guys, homeboy wants some ass. He goes up to Beth and and he comes right out. He said, "Yo, I want some ass, man, and I'm not gonna play with you for too much longer, right?" Then that's when we get introduced to Chris, right? In this show, they changed his name to Noah, but we all know that's fucking Chris. They had his best friend on there earlier. He got knocked off. So I'm thinking Chris is going to get knocked off too. But yeah, that was Chris. I think they just put him in there just so we could look and say, oh, man, that's that motherfucker for what you call him. Probably going to get his ass kicked in this show again. And he did. Just like he did on the show. Anyway, Chris, damn, what was I going to say? The psycho bitch, she must have found a friend. Why? She finds this guy. They bring him in to save him. The doctor says, yo, I can't save this guy. I can't use up so many resources. She says, fuck that. You're going to do everything you can in your power to save this dude, right? I think she might have knew what was going on because the dude didn't want to save him. But she might have needed him for something, and he didn't want that. Anyway, she forced him to operate on him. The dude seemed to have stabilized a little bit. Then after that, Chris lets Beth in on a little secret. Now, Chris tells her, she says, yo, this girl, she's like a Pokemon trainer. She's going around collecting them all. She got them all trapped up in this damn, basically a prison in order to do slave labor. What it is that she's trying to get a team together, hold out for people to, for them to be saved. But at the same time, she's so scared there's going to be a mutiny that she's only collecting certain people or collecting certain Pokemon. She don't want to get all 8 badges. She just want like 4 badges because once you get up to that certain level, one of the guys might flip on you. She don't want a mutiny. She don't want any type of anarchy, none of that shit. So that's why she getting people that she knows she could fuck them up, and just because she need to. That's why she had got Chris. She said, you a skinny motherfucker. You look like Chris Rock. So I go ahead and take you. She only take people that look like Chris Rock or look like they've been smoking crack rock. That's Beth's situation. She looked like she was smoking crack rock for real. Anyway, that's what that is. And Beth realized, oh shit, I'm in for a treat. You know what I'm saying? I'm in for a real fucking treat. Anyway, this dude who's gonna sodomize Beth, his name's Gorman. Like Sodom and Gorman. like from the Bible, those two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. This dude really wants some ass. He catches her slipping, right? She's not keeping track of what's going on. She's in this room, whatever, thinking things is honky-dory after he'd already approached her, right? And he told her, I'm getting some ass. But he didn't say it with those words, but all but said that. Anyway, he walks over to her, and boy, she had her sucking on his lollipop. God damn. He said, hey, this shit is pretty good. Want a lick? It's like that 50 Cent song, Let Her Lick the Lollipop. Or that Lil Wayne song, You Want to Lick Him Like a Lollipop. Anyway, she did that, and I was like, damn, it's over with for him. Because at that point in time, if you're him, if you're Sodom and Gorman, whatever his name is, and you get to that point, you got to sucking on your lollipop. It's a wrap. If you didn't already did that, now it's already over with. You can't go back. Like, he's coming for this girl full speed. She got saved because because the girl came. I can't remember what the name is, but she's gonna let him do it because she already know what's going on. She just don't want to lose her lieutenant. You understand? So that's pretty much the case. She's scared about the outside world. She's holding out. Basically what they were doing before when they was in that damn park with the RV, holding out, waiting for the government to come in or the army to come in or whatever and stuff like that. You can't hold out. Not no Walker apocalypse. Not even if it happened for real. Why? Because you don't know how long it's gonna last, how big of an effect it's had. So you don't know how much the world changed. It might only be your city, might be a few cities, might be the country. Could be the world, you understand? So you don't want to hold out, but you want to hold on. What I mean by that, build up, try to stay strong, try to see if you can find a way to fight it out, you know what I'm saying? But you can't just sit there and think that, oh, I'm going to be rescued. Go in there with the thought of, I might not get rescued. So, that way you're preparing for the future because you can't sit around waiting to be rescued. Like that dude, what's that dude, Gabriel Levert? Sitting in the church just eating canned food, thinking he's gonna get saved at some point in time, and then wind up running out of food and almost got killed. So you can't worry about that. Anyway, that dude from Everybody Hates Chris, man. That psycho bitch hates Chris too, man. They go in the room, they find out the dude that she wanted to save died. Now, Beth had gave him some bullshit or something like that. I don't know, something or other. And it killed him. So the lady comes in and finds out that the dude's dead. She's like, yo, what's going on? She says, I'm trying to come up with a lie, but I can't think that fast. Chris jumps in and he says, oh, I accidentally tripped over the cord and I farted on him and he died, right? So the girl says, all right, now we're gonna make you short. You know what a short is. It's like when you think you got a shit. I mean, when you think you're gonna fart, but you actually shit. So it's like a combination of both words, short. Anyway, she said, now we're gonna make you shit all over yourself. You think you got a short. Anyway, she brings him to the room. They beat the hell out the boy. They beat the brakes off that boy. So she hates Chris too. They beat the brakes off this motherfucker, right? And then she reveals that she knew that he was lying anyway. And then she said, why'd you break, like, what's his name, Beth? She says, well, if you knew that Chris was lying, why'd you break him off something real proper? You know what I'm saying? Because they broke him off something real proper. And she says, well, I can't have people getting out of line. The moment they start thinking they can get over, next thing you know, they be trying to cut my throat. I got to cut their throat before they do it, nip it in the bud. So anyway, Beth says, like, she, damn, what am I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, Beth, she almost got sodomized. Because what happens is, after that, after the little encounter with the psycho bitch, Beth and Chris plan the prison break. She goes into the room to try to, start the plan. They had to grab this key or whatever. Which dude, Sodom and Gomorrah, he comes in, right? And he almost sodomized the girl. Now, Beth noticed on the floor this girl that he done already sodomized and killed herself. So she's on the floor getting ready to turn. So Beth holds out saying, oh, hopefully, you know, while this dude sodomizing me, she'll turn into a walker and I can catch him off guard. Before she got sodomized, the girl turned into a walker. She busted him upside the head, real prison yard style. I thought she was gonna grab a, you know, a little sharp toothbrush or something like that, like sharpen a toothbrush up and get the poking on him and stuff like that. But she didn't. She busted him upside the head with the jelly bean jar. I think it was a jelly or a Pyrex jar, like she was cooking Coke or something. Wham! Knocks him out, but knocks him down. The girl chews up all up on his neck, takes him out. So that's it for him. Then she set the psycho bitch up for a trap. She sends her into a trap. She goes to see Chris. She tells the psycho bitch, she said, yo, what you call them? Sodom and Gorman wants you, right? So she goes, she said that she was in the your office. So she's going towards the office. You already know what's waiting for her. That girl. But here's the thing. She can easily survive that. Why? Because when walkers are eating, a lot of times they don't focus on the other people around them. So even if she busts in that door, you know, making a lot of noise and shit like that, the walker's gonna be distracted for a second, you know, at least. They're gonna give her a few seconds at least to get on out of there. But she sent her in for a trap anyway. Anyway, what you call them? The team, they didn't like the stairs, so they decided to take the elevator. During the prison break, they had to choose whether they want to take the stairs or the elevator, right? They said that they already done had a good workout, so they said, we're going to take the elevator. So they tie you up like prison break style. You know, I don't know if that actually happens in real life. Did that actually happen in real life? People break out of prison using sheets and shit? Because I've seen it a bunch of times on movies. But anyway, that's off the topic. They tie a whole bunch of sheets together and shit like that, and paper tissue and napkins and stuff like that, toilet tissue. They tied that together, and they sent it down the elevator shaft, knowing that there's a whole bunch of walkers down there, mind you. I'm guessing when they seen the walkers, they only seen one or two, something like that, and they said, well, if it was a whole bunch, it'd have been a crowd. Anyway, Beth goes down. She's slipping and shit like that. You already know they got bill suspense. She's slipping and everything. She makes it down fine. Everybody hates Crip. This motherfucker damn near crippled. He's on a limp. He makes it down, right? Or he's going down, I mean. And I already knew what was going to happen. He gets down to that open door. I thought it was going to happen to Beth. Being that it didn't happen to Beth, I said, okay, it's going to be Chris. You know, and the walker comes out, and all that other shit, goes for him, right? And then he falls all the way to down to the corpses. So the corpses saved his damn life. All the corpses they dropped, they gave him a little cushion to fall on. So the corpse didn't hate Chris. So I guess not everybody hates him. So that saved his damn neck. Anyway, they make it out of there. They come out guns blazing. I don't know how many damn shells Beth got. It's like once you get to a movie or a TV show, they got infinite ammo until the writers don't want them to be able to shoot anymore. She's shooting the shit out these walkers. I would have thought she would have ran out, you know, before they even made it out that little corridor or whatever, that basement. They make it out. It's not even that many. It's like 20 walkers, like tops. In the yard, right? These motherfuckers on the prison yard playing basketball. The walkers on the prison yard playing basketball, and one of them goes for a layup. She starts shooting the shit out of all the walkers, right? Like as if she got infinite ammo. And then, you know, Chris, he makes it to the gate. Like he crossed one of them over. I think he broke one of them, you know, the walkers' ankles, right? And he crossed them over. And this dude crippled, mind you. He crossed them over, jukes the shit out of them, goes up for a dunk. He makes it out of the gate, right? And here's dumbass Beth, man. Here's the thing I don't like about this broad, man. Pisses me off. She's shooting bang, 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 making a whole bunch of fucking noise. They got snipers on the roof and shit of that building. Well, I don't know if they got snipers, but they got people on the roof with guns, period. Also, she's making a lot of goddamn noise with that gun. Second, a crippled dude, no gun, no weapons, just his hands and what he got on his back. Can't even use his feet because he crippled. He makes it out. It's only a few walkers. She could not outmaneuver a cripple. The dude was crip walking out the bitch and made it out, and she couldn't. You start seeing a couple of walkers drop, and you said, "Wait, I know she didn't shoot them." It was the security dudes from the building. As soon as that happened, I said, "Oh, this bitch done got caught." Like I told you, that's why I can't stand Beth. She act like a fucking idiot. And I'm talking about, look, she's been out for so long. She hasn't learned to, I know she hasn't been killing walkers, but you can't outmaneuver 20 of them? They didn't even bunch. They didn't even bunch until, well, she was able-bodied. She wasn't crippled. She was almost at full strength. They didn't bunch on her until, like, after she done shot off about 10 shots. And when you shoot, that brings walkers too. Not only does that warn the people that work at the or that's at that hospital, that warns the other walkers. Now we see the X on the car. I mean the crosses on the car. You know what that meant? That they put the crosses on the car themselves. I thought that was that what you call them? That was a cross was on that car from Gerald Levert, but it wasn't from Gerald Levert. It was from the hospital. They put the cross on the car. I identified that that's one of them. That's what I think. And then it makes sense because all the cars that they had that on it. But she could not outmaneuver 20. I'd have crossed the shit. I'd look like AI on these motherfuckers. They slow as hell. And unless they bunch, they're not really that dangerous. They got a bunch. You understand? So when she starts shooting, she made them bunch. And then she started kicking. She tried to cheerlead kick these motherfuckers. That cheerleading shit don't work. You got to take it to them. One of them's on the ground. She goes over to stump the head. Fuck that walker. It's on the ground. It's not even coming towards you. Jump the shit out these motherfuckers. Get out the fence. I'm just saying she hasn't been killing them. And even then, that was annoying because as far as she should have been an expert by now. At least she should have been at least on T-Dog status. T-Dog was a butler. He was a maid, and she can't put out a couple walkers, like him, and he got killed. You can't make it a T-Dog status. Fuck Beth. So anyway, she got caught, and I was like, okay, good, dumbass broad, right? They bring her back in. And it looked like the doctor had to save his own ass. Doc wasn't playing. That's Doc save his ass. Like you got Doc Ock. Well, this dude is Doc save her ass. Save his own ass. Yo, how far would you go to save your own skin? Anyway, he's the villain of this episode also because what happened was he set Beth up. Now, he told somebody to tell Beth to give this dude the wrong medicine and she found out the dude was a doctor. And she had an argument with Sodom and Gorman, whatever, and found out that the only reason that dude didn't sodomize him or kill him, and the only reason they didn't misplace this guy is because there's no other doctors. They need him. So he says, okay, this dude that he was going to save, that he act like he didn't want to save, that he didn't want to save, this dude was a doctor. So he could have replaced him. And he says, yo, I had to save my ass. He said, if they didn't need me, they could have killed me off. Homeboy that didn't like me could have sodomized me or whatever. So he said, I had to save my ass. He said, plain and simple. That's what he said. He gave a nice little speech. He said, yo, one of Jesus's disciples saved his own ass. He said, so if somebody, one of the best of mankind's disciples had to save his own ass, he said, I damn sure got to save my ass. So that was pretty much it. Now, after that little conversation, here comes Beth again, talking shit with the psycho bitch, right? When I first seen her talking, right, with the psycho, right, that kind of threw me off because I'm like, why is she talking to this girl knowing that the girl's a psycho? You understand? It didn't make no sense. She told the girl that I will be here until I pay my debt, and then I'm leaving. I would never told her that. Why give her the information? Because if you give her that information, now she's planning to catch you, right? So, being that she told her the information, that means, what's up?
I came to do the video.
Oh, you want to be in the video?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, now get out of here. You did good. You did great. You did a lot, boy. Trust me, you did a whole lot. No, I didn't. Not this one.
Walking Dead video.
No, not this one.
Oh, when it, yeah,
I'm in the middle of something. Let me just finish this off. So anyway, she gave her too much information, right? Yeah, my nephew asked if he could be in the video. Well, now I'll let him be in one day. Anyway, she gave her too much information. Why would you let this girl, you know she's a psycho, let her know that you want to escape so bad? Even though the dude Chris told her, hey, they're trying to keep you here. And that they killed off his dad or let his dad die or whatever because they knew that his dad could fight back. And they, like I said, they wanted somebody to look like Chris Rock or on crack rock. So why would you let her know what you planning? I'd have been like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. And as soon as she turned it back, I'd have been out that motherfucker. They would have never even known. I'd have been so fucking by the time they found it, like, where's that guy? He's such a great worker. And they look down the street and I'm way down. You know what I'm saying? I'm way out the building. They look, they can't find me. That's what would have happened. So anyway, she's talking a whole bunch of bullshit, and the psycho bitch slapped shit out of her again. Told you she need to keep. Why would you keep antagonizing somebody who got their life in your hands? And you just made a prison escape. Oh man, she's gonna jack you up for real. Anyway, later on, they see somebody coming on the stretcher, and it's Carol, right? I already told you, Carol really has no place in this show. I mean, she's been advancing, you know, in recent times, but we don't need no. People think, oh, Commando Carol, we need her in this show. Don't get me wrong, she was exciting, and I would be willing to let her back. You understand? Because I think maybe they might be able to do something with her now. But at the same time, God damn it, they got rid of her before, and at that point in time, they really shouldn't have brought her back. But being that they already did, and we're already in this, you know, position anyway, okay, maybe if she could do something, I could accept it. You understand? That's how I look at it. But anyway, Carol's knocked the hell out. Which means that whoever Daryl had with him wasn't Carol or Beth. So it's somebody else. People have been speculating that it's Morgan, right? But here's the problem. Daryl never met Morgan. So how would he know that that's Morgan? Or how would he, you know what I'm saying? It could be Morgan. It could be. I'm not denying the fact that it could be Morgan. But Daryl doesn't know this dude. So being that he doesn't know him, and people was right when he said that Daryl looked concerned. I didn't pay much attention to that. So Carol's not with him, so obviously he's distraught. Or not that, he's not that, but, you know, worried. So I wonder what happened to him. Did they get jumped or whatever? Because Carol got knocked unconscious or something like that. But anyway, so the person that's with him is not neither one of them. And maybe it could be Morgan. They did show Morgan, and Morgan's going to meet up with us at some point in time. So it could be Morgan, but like I said, I can't understand how would the meeting have happened? Like they run into Morgan. Well, what if they, you know, it could work like this. They run into Morgan. Morgan helps them out or whatever. Like they going through a little, you know, with whoever they got into a fight with or whatever, did not kill the fuck out or whatever. Maybe Morgan was right with them and helped, you know, helped Daryl get out of there safe or whatever, however they met. And he says, what's going on? What's your story? He says, oh, I'm looking for somebody named Rick. Rick Grimes? Yeah, Rick Grimes. You know him? Yeah, that's my main man. How do you know him? Oh, that's my friend too. Him and Michonne see me, you know, I can understand if that happened, you know. But like I said, Daryl doesn't know Morgan, so that it would be hard to, it would have to be some kind of coincidence or an event that caused him to let him know that, yo, I'm a friend of Rick. You understand? That's why I said that. So it could be Morgan, but it could be somebody else too. It could be just a brand new character or somebody that Daryl knew from back in the day or something like that. Anyway, we see in the next episode, Abraham and them, we're going to cut to them. They're going to go commando and shit like that. And this looks like it's going to be a good episode next time. I was concerned about this episode from last week. And guess what? My concerns was right. This thing was bullshit. Straight horse manure. Like, for real. And the reason I say that is because, first off, Beth is one of the worst characters on The Walking Dead. How come she gets 5 episodes of pure Beth bullshit? She gets 5 episodes. How many episodes did Daryl get? 2? The one with, one episode. Well, it wasn't an episode only about him, but he had one good episode with Beth. He had another good episode. No. He had another episode with Meryl, right? But that wasn't only about Daryl. You know what I'm saying? That was another one that was. Damn, did Daryl ever get his own episode? Like, I don't think so. He had a couple episodes though, but it was like Daryl and Meryl, Daryl and Beth, and I'm thinking for some reason my brain is saying this is another episode with Daryl, being a very good focal point. Rick gets an episode or 2. Carl got his own nice episode. Michonne got a real nice episode. That fine ass girl there. Michonne, my wife Michonne, she got an episode. Who else? Did Sasha and Sasha and Tyrese, did they get up? Tyrese and Carol got an episode, whatever, But think about it. You see how many people I just named? All of them either had maybe one episode. I mean, and these are all better characters than Beth by far. Glenn had his little episode. So all of them either had one episode. I think a couple of them had one episode, or had episodes, where they wasn't the main. They might have been one of the main focal points, but there was a lot of different shit going on at the same time, or a lot of characters being observed or developed on that same episode. Beth is the only character to have multiple episodes that she was the main focal point, or would be the secondary focal point of the episode. She had like 5 of them. And she's the worst character on this. She's worse than T-Dog. She sung in one episode, and then she tried to kill herself. Whoop-de-doo. You understand? So how is she the one that keeps getting episodes? Beth. She doesn't even exist in the comics. Beth is a shitty character. She's the piss poor character. She's being developed for no reason, because first off, she's, like I said, she's shitty. They didn't really develop her. They showed her one time where they made her, a quick, cameo in the episode just to show how people were being affected by the outbreak. How some people try to commit suicide and whatnot, shit like that, yada yada yada, which was good at that time. Then they cut away from her. Then they go back to what she's saying. Then they cut away from her. Then they go back to what she actually narrates an episode. How come she keeps getting narrations, becoming the primary character of episodes, when they keep cutting back and forth from her and never really giving her anything good? You understand? She almost get killed at every turn. She's a dumbass. I don't want to see her. Like I told you, I never wanted to see this episode since last week, because I knew it was going to be bullshit. Because it was about Beth, and I knew it was going to be a focal point of Beth. And I'm like, damn, give my girl Michonne another episode. Give Daryl an episode. Give Sasha to be a good episode, or at least a decent episode. Tell her story. She was strong. She's a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? And she's the opposite of Tyrese. Maybe give an episode slapping the shit, some sense into Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? They gave Tyrese an episode somewhat, where they made him the focal point was when he was trying to fight Rick. But even then, he wasn't the main, wasn't the only character being displayed there or being developed in that episode. But at least his episode actually meant something. Beth doesn't mean shit. This episode was a 1 out of 5. It was a piece of fucking shit. It didn't mean a goddamn thing. We went through a whole. It's only going to be a few episodes in this season, and we went through all that shit just to see Beth get fucked with, and for her to fuck with us. It was like the writer said, "Oh, we just like to fuck with people." Okay, let me see what is going on in this comment. I ain't feeling this whole setting from the jump, one group to another shit. Jump from one group to another shit. I don't mind them jumping from one group to another. You know, that's fine if they do it right. If it's just jumping just from one group to another just to do it, then nah. But if we jumping from another group to another because they want to show, you know, what's going on with the other group and we haven't seen them for a while, or like Abraham's group is getting ready to get involved in some good shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I want to see that, you know what I'm saying? I want to be updated on that, so I can understand that. But jumping to the group that Beth is with now, get the fuck out of here. They should have killed their ass. Beth this week, Chucky Finster this week, Rick this week, and repeat. Do you mean she almost got raped? Yeah, I meant that's she almost got sodomized. Yeah. Okay, the doctor was a dirty rat. Beth was about to kill him at the end before she seen Carol. Yeah, she was, but she wasn't. I seen that's why I didn't even say anything about it. She had the little thing on her, right? And she was planning on knocking them off. Then you seen right before she even heard, you know, the people bringing stuff up. She put her hand back, right? And you see her face, look on her face. She wasn't gonna do it. She could barely kill a damn walker. She ain't gonna kill no human. It was hard to care until Carol came. I like the black dude though. Oh, you talking about Chris? Yeah, Chris was pretty decent in this episode. You know, him joining up with the main group, would that work? I don't really see a fit for him. But if Gerald Levert could be on there, then I guess Chris can come along. You know, but if Chris come, they definitely gonna knock the next black dude off. I missed the first part of your video. What do you think is happening to that? You know, at the hospital? They already explained what was happening at the hospital. They capturing people, hold out, you know, until things blow over, like on Shaun of the Dead, and they just need people that's going to help them, you know, survive. But they don't want anybody that's going to be able to try to, you know, cause an uproar and try to take over at the hospital. So she getting people that's either look like Chris Rock or on crack rock. But that's pretty much it. Go ahead and leave your comments, rate the video. Rate, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that.